Hello and welcome back once again here in English video. In today's video we will do worksheet number 28 and we are doing the language part in English, and the chapter is adjectives and its kind. Now this chapter, adjective and its kinds, we are going to do in two parts. The first part we are going to take today, and the second part we are going to do in the next worksheet. So this is your children, this is your worksheet which will be submitted. So you have to submit this worksheet on the given date, on the submission date, that is 11th August 2020. Now let's start about the adjectives. What do we mean by adjectives? Now you are doing this adjectives right from the smaller classes, and I will just give you the definition of this topic first. Now adjective means a word that is used to add something to the meaning of a noun. In simpler words, we can say that adjective is a word which describes a noun, right? This definition you have already learned in your smaller classes, that an adjective is a word that describes something about the noun. Now what does it describes? What does the adjective describes about the noun? Now it describes many things about the noun: its quality, its shape, its kind, its appearance, number. All right, so all these comes under the kinds of adjectives. So we will take the kinds of every kind of adjective one by one, but first of all I would like to explain you more about the definition of the adjectives. Now the definition is: an adjective is a word that is used to add something to the meaning of a noun. For example, here I have written 3 examples. You can see in the first example is Seema is a beautiful dancer. Now in this sentence, Seema, here what is the noun here? Seema is the noun in the sentence, and dancer is also a noun. All right, so if I say Seema is a dancer, all right, the sentence is Seema is a dancer. So dancer here or the Seema noun, both are the nouns. If I am adding here beautiful, what kind of dancer Seema is? The beautiful word describes that Seema is a beautiful dancer. Now you know that what kind of dancer she is. All right, so beautiful is describing or explaining you the kind of the dancer she is. So beautiful is the adjective here. Second example, that is a tall tree. Now if I hide this word tall, if I just say that is a tree, now you will be just think that that is a tree, but what kind of tree it is? I say it's a tall tree or it's a small tree. So tall is describing the tree, that the tree is of what kind? It is a very tall tree. All right, so for tree we can use other adjectives also. It is a very leafy tree, tall tree, shady tree. It gives a shade. So what kind of tree it is? It is tall, shady or leafy. Or green tree. Color also describe the colors also describes the noun. So if we add some color, like if I say that is a green tree, trees can be of other color also. Somewhere there the trees have yellow leaves, some trees have red leaves. So if I say the tree, this tree is green in color, or if I say that tree is a green tree or yellow tree, so the color I have chosen, the color I'm telling is describing the noun tree. So here the word is tall. The tall is an adjective which is describing the word noun tree. All right, the next example is there is some water in the bottle. Now here the some water is the noun here. So which word is describing this water? Now if I say there is water in the bottle, so there is no word which is describing this water. How much water? What kind of water? If I say dirty water is in the bottle, there is dirty water in the bottle. So you come to know with the word dirty, you will come to know that water is dirty. All right, so here I have written some. So that means some is your adjective which is describing that how much, the quantity of the water. Some is describing the quantity of the water, that how much water is in the bottle. So we said that there is some water in the bottle. So in this way Some is your adjective, which is describing this noun water. Getting my point? All right. Now, let's study the kinds of adjectives one by one. That how many kinds of adjectives are there, and what are those kinds. Now here children, you can see that I have written the two questions. First question is, write the definition of the adjective, or what is an adjective, give examples. Now in exam you can get these two kind of questions, but the answer will be the same, so don't get confused. In the same thing is in question number 2, there are two questions, write the kinds of adjective, or how many kinds of adjectives are there, write names with examples. Now these both the questions are of same kind, but the answer will be the same. All right, these both the questions are in different words, but the answer is same. Now there are 8 kinds of adjectives. How many kinds of adjectives are there? 8 kinds of adjectives are there. The first kind is adjective of quality. All right, adjective of quality. It means that it shows what kind of noun we are talking about. What does it shows? That it shows the kind of the noun. Whatever noun we are talking about in the sentence, it is of what kind? It is dirty, it is good, it is bad, it is beautiful, it is ugly, or it is tall, short. In quality comes all the colors, all right, shape and sizes. Appearance means it can be beautiful, it can be ugly, it can be wonderful, it can be intelligent, it can be foolish. All right, fool. So all these kind, the words which describe the kind, what kind of, all fall in the category of quality. Like here, for example, good, beautiful, wise, ugly, smart, or and etc. So these all words will describe noun. Suppose I take a noun, boy. Boy is a noun. He is a good boy. All right. If I say girl, she is a beautiful girl. All right. Wise, king. I have taken the noun king. He is a wise king. All right. If I say animal, it is an ugly animal. It is an ugly animal. Smart. Suppose I take watch. This this watch is smart. So this smart is describing that what kind of watch it is. It is a smart watch. All right. So have you understood that quality means what kind of noun it is? So it will come all the shapes, sizes, colors, appearances. All right. Now moving on, second is adjective of quantity. Now what does the quantity shows? Quantity shows how much. It shows the quantity, how much. All right. So when we are talking about how much, we will we will tell that noun is little, half, some, or it can be few. All right. So one thing very important to know about the quantity is that quantity will always use for uncountable nouns like water, milk, sugar. All right. So these all are the nouns which are uncountable nouns. We cannot count them. So for those we will use adjective of quantity, like little water, half cup of half uh, apple. All right. Some milk in the bottle, etc. So quantity will be used for the nouns which are uncountable. Moving on to the next. Third is adjective of number. So adjective of number shows the exact number of the noun. What does the adjective of number shows? It shows exact number. Exact number means that noun is, it also shows the quantity, but we use the number of adjective of number for those nouns which are countable. All right, that means we can count them, we can show the exact number 1 2 3 4 etc. or we can give them position, first, second, third, fourth. All right. So the adjective or number will be used for the nouns, or will be used to describe those nouns which are countable. So here 12, first, many, several, etc. Now you will say many. We cannot. If I say there are many people in the court, so people we can count. All right, how many people were there? If I say there are many people, so if there are many people, I can count people. There were several children in the classroom. I can count the children in the classroom. All right, it doesn't mean that I haven't told you the exact number 40, 30, 80, but they are countable. Children are countable, people are countable. All right, we will not say that there are little children in the classroom or there are little people. All right, so understood. Number means we will use the adjective of number for those nouns to describe those nouns which are countable. All right, so number 12, if I say there were 12 pen in my box, so pen is your noun which is describing its number, which is the 12 is describing the number of that noun. She stood first. Now she is a noun or a pronoun. You can say that the first is describing the position of that girl. All right, so in this way there is a difference between quantity and number. I hope you have understood. Once again I will tell you that quantity, adjective of quantity, shows how much, and number also shows how much, but the difference is quantity is used to describe the uncountable nouns, and the adjective of number is used to describe the nouns which are countable, show the exact number. Next is the fourth one is demonstrative adjectives. Demonstrative adjectives, what do you mean by demonstrative adjective? Demonstrative adjectives demonstrates the noun. All right, demonstrate means shows. All right, now if you see here, for example, those, such, there, it means it demonstrates the noun, it shows the noun, where the noun is. All right, this, that, these, those, these words are used to show or point out, you can say point out something, right? This, that, this is a pen, that is a book, those are children standing on the in the field. All right, there are many books on the table. So what does this there these shows? These shows or point out something. Something means it can be a noun or a pronoun. So demonstrative adjectives are those words which demonstrates or points out to a noun. So those, such, there, etc. All right, now next is interrogative adjective. Interrogative, as you can come to know with the name only, interrogative means the questions. So those words, those adjectives, those words which ask question about noun, all right, are known as interrogative adjective. Now what, where, who. All right, what, where, who we use for interrogative sentences, we use in interrogative sentences. But if these words are used for some noun, these words are used to ask something about any noun, they are known as interrogative adjective. Next is possessive adjective. Now with the name only you can understand that possessive means belongings, to show belongings. Now if something belongs to a noun, that word will be possessive adjective. Like your, this is your pen. Now whose pen? Your pen. Your is showing the possession of the pen, because it's whose pen? Your. It is his diary. Whose diary? His diary. So his diary is a thing, a noun, and to whom it belongs? His. It is her dress. Dress is a noun, and whose noun we are talking about? It is whose dress? Her dress. All right, so these your, his, her, their shows the possession. So possession, or you can say belonging. So to whom the noun belongs to is known as your possessive adjective. Those words are known as possessive adjectives. Next is distributive adjective. Now again here distributive means to distribute something among. When we distribute it each and everyone. It means that in every single person or every single noun we will distribute. So distribute means to point out each and every, or point out every single noun in the particular group. Like if I say classroom, there is a class is a group. You can say class is a group, or we can say that class is a group where we talk about many people. There are in a group there are many people, there are many children. All right, if I say the teacher uh, the teacher gave homework to each and every child, each child. So each word is telling us that teacher gave homework to every child or in the class. Right? Class is a group where each is describing that in that group we are talking about every single child or every single person, every individual we are talking. All right. So this each, every, either will describe a noun and it will be your distributive adjective. Right. The next is proper adjective. Proper adjective is related to the proper nouns. Like suppose if something is from France, we say it's a French. All right, he is a Frenchman. Or this is an Indian dress. Dress is a noun here. All right, so Indian is showing its you can say nationality. So American is showing the nationality of America. So uh, America and India is your what? America and India is your proper noun. So this French, Indian, American are derived from the nouns which are proper. So these are related to the proper noun. French, Indian, American, Japanese, African. All right. So the proper adjectives are related to the proper nouns, like the countries, like Indian, American, Australian. All right. I hope you have understood all the kinds of the nouns. There are 8 kinds of adjectives. Sorry, there are 8 kinds of adjectives, and these all are very easy. But just you have to keep 2-3 adjectives very in your mind. First one is adjective of quantity, adjective of quality, adjective of number. All right. These 3 kinds of adjectives are the main kinds of adjectives which you usually use in your sentences, or you should use in your sentences to make your sentences more better. Now, this is a small exercise you have to do, children. It is not in your books, but if you have got books of English language, you can do exercises in your books only for your practice if you want to, and you should do your exercise in your books. All right, so it will be good for you. First of all, here I have just underlined the adjectives. The better exercises we will be going to do in another part. In this question, just you have to underline the adjectives. It is to make you understand that what are adjectives. All right, it is just to make you understand that you know that what are adjectives, you identify the adjectives or not, etc. Now here, first is I do not like I I do not like to drink cold tea. Now here tea is your noun, and it is which word is describing. If you hide word cold, I do not like drink tea. What kind of tea? Cold. So cold is your adjective. There were beautiful flowers in the vase. Now here flowers is your noun. What word is describing this flowers? Beautiful. There is also here, that means it is the demonstrative adjective. She lives in apartment. What kind of apartment? Small. This dress is yours. Whose dress? Yours. Yours is your possessive adjective. The prince gave her a wonderful ring. He gave him a ring. What kind of ring? Wonderful. Rapunzel had long, thick, and beautiful hair. Now, here is your noun here, and there are three words, there are three adjectives which are describing the word hair. It is hair is long, hair is thick, and hair is beautiful. These all are the quality of the hair we are describing. The girl was kind and caring. Now, here, girl is the noun, and what are the words which are describing this girl? What kind of girl it is? She is kind and caring. So both these are adjectives. There was some milk in the cup. Now, milk is the noun here. How much milk was there in the cup? Some. There is your demonstrative adjective. Teacher gave every student a book. Now, student is your noun, and every is your distributive adjective. Last is she had a Chinese fan. She had a fan. What kind of fan she had? Chinese. So Chinese is related to the proper noun. China is related to the country China. So Chinese will be your proper adjectives. So children, I hope you have understood this chapter, and in the next exercise, in the next video or worksheet, I will be giving you again the revision of this. If you haven't understood, you can understand in that part. All right, so we will be going to take this chapter again in next video, so don't get tensed about if you haven't understood in this video. Do your exercise, read this exercise, whatever I have done, whatever you are getting in this worksheet, do it properly, read it properly again and again, and you can take your help of your language book also. So till the next video, stay home, stay safe. Thank you.